A reset ship that has been missing for over 70 years has emerged from the darkness of space. Crew was sent to investigate its sudden reappearance, but they haven't been heard from since. An additional 2 teams have been sent to scout the area and recover any survivors. Immediately they notice the presence of multiple life forms on board. Could this be the lost crew, or something more sinister?
Tonight, we're on board a spaceship filled with aliens. I'm joined by Lewis, the corporation team here for biological weapons research.
Yeah, we've been sent in to salvage some goodies for the shareholders.
Oh no.
Burke is here to keep track of my little squad of military men who are going to do the dirty work for me.
And then, of course, Tom, you're here with the civilian salvage crew.
So we heard about this distress call, and I've got my civvies with some armed goons, and we are here to try and rescue people and find out what was going on.
So we're using a slightly adapted version of the old Space Hulk rules, because they really perfectly capture the tension and the motion tracking of the Aliens movies. You're playing cooperatively, but you do also score victory points in other ways. Tom wants to rescue any people he finds. Lewis, you want to rescue any alien artifacts you can find. Now, your first objectives are, you've got the bridge. You'll need to go here to find out what's happened on the ship. Check the logs, scan the whole ship, find out what's going on. And down the further end, we've got the generator. You'll need to go in there and start up the generator to turn the power back on, because at the moment, the whole ship's dead. Once you've achieved those 2 objectives, the power and the bridge, you'll find out where your other objectives are later. Both your salvage teams have docked, you've cut your way through the bulkheads, and immediately you're picking up motion on your motion trackers.
Ben is controlling these blips on the map, and under each of them will be a number that Ben has chosen.
Between 0 and 6.
It could just be nothing, but it could be a nightmare.
You're surrounded on all sides. There's movement coming up all the ducts and alleyways, and there's some movement in the centre of the board as well.
Very spooky. So, to begin with, in the spirit of cooperation, I decided to try and negotiate a splitting of both parties, so we were both committed to each objective equally. That way, if you find any civilians or whatever, I can help rescue them.
Oh, nice. And if you find any evil corpo stuff, I can
Help
go.
Get it?
Wait a second. I don't feel so good about this. I had my android, who was the most capable of repairing the generator. So they started heading that direction towards the centre of the board, whereas my other 2 civilians and my flamethrower, we want to get to the black box. We want to find out what's going on here.
I could move a little bit further than you, and I moved my corpo leader, Burke, along with 2 goons towards the bridge, whereas I took my main fighting force, my leader, the epically powerful John Xenos, and his buddy, the assault rifle wielding badass, with him, backed up by the motion scatter. So I sent the main bulk of my force over to the energy cell. And I actually had a peek around this corner to identify this blip here in the centre.
Must have been the wind.
It's
Zero. Nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It must be a little stray cat goes meow and runs off.
Jonesy, nothing bad happened.
There's nothing here.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
It's just going to be more cats. This was like a cat sanctuary in space. That's what all these blips are.
It's like a floating cat sanctuary.
Yeah.
So after you guys had finished your turns, all the beeps started converging towards the centre. Whatever was moving was coming up around the corners, lying in wait.
So my android can only really support. He doesn't have a weapon, and so he just beelines straight towards the power generator, switching it all on. Suddenly, we have power again. There is lights.
All is revealed. Now you can see what a horrible, skanky, old, rundown shithole this ship is.
Wow.
Beautifully built by Alex. Flip that blip over.
It is a 2.
Oh no.
You see 2 black, shiny creatures in the distance. Some kind of hideous clawed beast.
That doesn't look like a cat.
Luckily, old Jenkins is here. Jenkins doesn't mess around. He's just instantly just going to open fire.
Wow, just shotgun. Oh, you ice one xenomorph.
It's kicking off.
Chaos. Gunfire. Screaming. Oh! Most is on the aliens, let's be honest.
Oh, yeah. They were having a bad day. So then I start kind of like moving the other guys up. We've got one objective. We need to make it to the main control panel. My flamer runs up, jumps around the corner, finds a big group of aliens.
Yeah,
flames them.
3 of them.
But
Oh no!
Oh, one of them lives. And it's pretty close to you now.
It's scarily close.
The risks are really high. You know, if an alien gets into combat with you, you're dead. So I had no choice but to catapult one of my troopers across the map and try and take out this alien before it nommed your flame. Because I didn't want you to lose the best heavy weapon on the board immediately.
Yeah!
Oh, you get it!
You saved me.
Oh, don't worry, the corporation was there to back you up. Just you remember this.
You saved.
You're going to have to wire some credits directly to my bank account.
Oh no!
The other problem was there was still a blip here that you hadn't revealed. So that meant that my remaining trooper and my corpo leader had to just stay back on Overwatch and cover that corner, which meant I couldn't make any progress towards the objective. Meanwhile, on the other side, my assault marine had seen one of the blips had been revealed, and he opened up with his minigun. Bam, 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 bam. Blasted away with the smart cannon. Felt strong. Well, great success. I've still got loads of actions left. So I guess let's go and start moving this way.
Now, at the end of your turn, the aliens act. This is a 3.
Alien 3, not the best one.
Yeah, that's so spooky. They all decide to charge your overwatching guy to knock him down. You get to shoot me as I come around the corner. The first one runs out.
Pow!
You blast him away. And the second one comes out the corner.
He was on the wall though.
Running on the wall.
No! Oh, he gets it! But the third alien, he's on the ceiling. You never saw him coming.
Hawkins! No! He's just shooting down the corridor.
The first human casualty of the day.
But that left my corpo boss all on his own.
Yeah, just like an inch away from this horrible xenomorph that's just ripped one of his bodyguards to pieces.
Yeah.
And while that happens, another wave of blips spawns and starts coming on from the board edges.
Also, the fire. The ship was beginning to catch on fire
Oh,
after the
yeah.
liberal flaming of the aliens down here.
You've got to roll a dice. It might go out, it might spread. Oh dear, that's real bad.
Not really good.
Pressurized high oxygen environments, traditionally not the best for flamethrowering.
Yeah. So, Lewis was so generous to help save my flamethrower guy that I was like, boom, my civilian, I'm going to send him to go and help you. As you've got an alien bearing down on one of your lads. He's only got like a tiny little snub-nosed revolver, and pop, 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 takes off 3 shots. Eventually, he manages to kill the alien.
It's good shooting for a revolver.
However, when it was dying, you said...
From that angle, I feel like all the blood from that xenomorph is going very close to that corpo guy.
I think if an alien dies right next to someone...
There's a 2-inch explosion.
Yeah, on the roll of a 1.
Fine. Tom.
On a 1.
Why do you make me do this? So yeah, sprayed acid blood all over my poor Burke.
Oh.
Which is real bad, because losing my commander means I don't get any bonus command points.
Yeah.
I also lose my coolest guy.
I feel like if anyone had to get accidentally sprayed in acid blood, they were the best person to lose. So there is a blip token right next to you, and my flamethrower guy just whips around and he just blasts that room. I can't see into it, but the fire kind of expands to fill the space, and he manages to incinerate 2 more aliens.
There's 1 alien left.
While this is going on, a bit of the firefight happening out here, my leader runs into the room. There is a blip marker in there.
Lurking in the corner. It's a little face hugger.
He might be a little cat on the floor. You don't know what that is.
I've seen a cat before.
You weren't planning on shooting when you went into this room.
You should roll a dice to find out whether you think it's a cat or not.
Okay, it's a pet cat. I'm not wearing my glasses, and just went over to the computer and started downloading the logs. And so, it means at the end of the turn, we're going to have the next stage of our mission revealed. Without any more information, the rest of my team just hunkers down by the generator. There's blips around that I don't want to move to get, because we don't know where we're going yet. And so I'm just hunkering down, trying to defend.
For sure. I did a very similar thing in the center. I'd seen that there was a blip behind this chapel thing. So I set up like a little pod in the middle, looking forward to like what's going to be revealed and we were going to blast it.
Yeah. Okay, so now it's the alien's turn. The one surviving alien in the room on fire comes out shrieking on fire, seeking revenge on that flamer man.
Oh no!
This is Flamethrower Boy.
Oh my
Just
god!
rifle butt the alien.
Doesn't even have the decency to die from the acid.
He is on fire, baby.
I'm on fire.
You're on fire. The ship's on fire. Everything's on fire. He's having a great time.
Things didn't go quite so well for the guy in the control room.
Yeah, so my civilian commander.
She completed the objective, but because she was attacked from behind, you're incapacitated until someone can come help you take it off.
It wasn't a cat at all.
Oh no! It was one of those disgusting hairless cats.
Gross.
Fortunately, one of my troopers had run up into the room as well, and so I was in a position to potentially rescue or do that awful thing where they shoot at the facehugger, which is on someone's head.
Yeah, that's not what I want.
But my focus was really distracted
You had
by
bigger fish to fry.
this central blip.
There are.
What?
What?
It was like a clown car busting open. I was like, how many xenomorphs can you fit behind that thing?
Yep. It's a kill.
Splat.
Oh my god, I need 6 to get through him because he is very killy. I have to pray that he jams, and I feed alien after alien after alien, and one after another. You chew through them. Boom! Oh! You kill him, but gun jams.
Click. We managed to take down 5 before that fateful jam.
Lucky number 6 comes in.
And you can see like his eyes bulge as he realises he's not going to be able
Just
to shoot.
click, 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 click.
If you don't roll a 6, he's down.
He gets torn to pieces.
He died an absolute hero. You are lucky he died to the last one. If he'd jammed one earlier, there'd have been another alien in the pack.
This really could have gone bad, but fortunately, we only lost my best guy.
The back end of the ship, more blips come on, but the ones that are already there don't feel brave enough to charge your Overwatch line.
Yeah.
They start massing around corners. But you did finish getting the captain's logs, which means you have discovered some objectives. So there are 3 alien eggs and 3 civilians that are looking to be rescued. This room that's just been set on fire does have an unconscious person strapped to the wall with an egg in front of them.
Yeah, they're in a fire-resistant
did not know
cocoon.
about that.
This cargo bay over here has a civilian with an egg in it, and the missile loading bay at the back has a civilian with an egg.
We do get quite lucky because the fire in the room that actually has a civilian in goes out this turn. The other fire continues to spread though.
It's not in there yet, but it's one step closer.
In the spirit of continuing cooperation, I tried to wrestle that facehugger off of your guy.
Can you do it?
No!
Oh god.
But the fact that he's there means you get to try and fight it too, which you wouldn't be able to do on your own.
Oh! Hooray!
There you go, the power of 2.
Rip it off, throw it into the corner of the room, just whip up my pulse rifle and just light that thing up. I feel like I've got a bit of a bad belly though after that.
Yeah, there's a ticking clock at the end of every one of your turns. You're gonna have to roll to see how that pans out.
I'm sure it will be fine.
So we made a little deal, because I was sort of thinking, there's an egg and a civilian. I want the egg, you want civilian, but I don't want you to leave the egg. If you bring me this egg, I could...
Can I make...
I'll help you if you do my mission for me.
So I turned around, I blasted the xenomorph that was in the middle, took him out, and then John Xenos decided to use his newly found leadership powers to run around this corner and roll a grenade at what he saw in the motion scanner. There was a blip.
It's
3.
Oh!
I was right to roll the grenade.
Oh!
2 of them explode.
My techno boy, he just runs over to the cargo bay where there's a civilian, which I can rescue. Unfortunately,
And you need to roll a dice to see if you've woken that egg up. It's covered in some kind of gross slime.
Tom, that's not a good
feel
roll.
good.
It's not good, Tom. But the egg opening is a very slow process. It appears it doesn't attack that turn.
And so with that in mind, I ran my guy armed with a tiny pistol straight towards the other egg. My flamethrower burst around the corner and seeing a bunch of xenomorphs in the corridor, open fired.
Oh no! 2 of them live.
And so with my bonus command points, I made him fire again.
Oh, they all get super burninated.
Nice.
But the problem is you have now set this corridor very on fire with 2 bursts of the flamer.
Yeah.
That's where I was going to take the eggs.
Yes. That does seem unfortunate, but, less of a Tom problem. And so the last of my boys, Jenkins, move to here so I can reveal this.
Okay, flip it over.
3!
Oh! You knew there was something there when you go around the corner.
Wow.
First one dead.
Continues to run this direction, turns around.
Bam! Oh my god!
So you got 2 aliens and got yourself around the corner.
Yeah,
Really
very
powerful.
aggressive, and it paid off. So when the aliens turn, Jonkins, right, they're swarming Jonkins. So he gets 1 shot as they come around the corner, and then another shot when they get into melee.
Jenkins!
Yeah! First time! Okay.
Ka-chow, just does such a good job.
My numbers being depleted so heavily, the few blips that are left are too scared to attack on their own, just like, it feels like a waste.
Yeah.
So I just bring in my next wave of blips and mass ready for next turn. But I did have one trick up my sleeve. I think it's going to break the rules.
What?
It's going to go through a door.
Gonna go through a door.
We didn't know there were doors. There's loads of doors.
So I bypass your Overwatch by going through that little door and hiding behind the cargo crate.
Oh no. I don't want to have to get closer to you to have to shoot you. That feels really bad.
Right, so it's your go, Tom. What do you want to do?
I'm kind of keeping a bit of this momentum going. Jenkins runs straight to get the hostage. Unfortunately, he manages to quickly break out the poor lost child. They back up and then he just explodes the facehugger, just blasts it to pieces. Hearing about this, his brother wants to work with him. I knew there was something behind me. I had my tracker on.
You rush forwards as you turn around, and it is...
Only one. I'm going to back up another 4 inches.
Oh no, Jonkins.
Oh no. Okay, that might have to be a corporate problem. Runs around the corner, peeks through the door, sees that there's only 1 alien. 3rd shot.
Oh, he kills it.
My leader with their bad tummy is just kind of beelining it down the ship. My guy with his little pistol manages to pick up the egg, which does not open, rescue the other kind of injured survivor, and begins to drag them out of here. My flamethrower, it might have been a bit frivolous, but it just blasts the corridor behind them to try and prevent aliens coming and getting us.
So there was fire here, there was fire here, and there was fire here, and they were all potentially going to block aliens coming down.
And the droid who cannot fight just drags the kid, and we come and we hide sort of in this generator room.
Just stay away from everything.
Yeah, seems pretty
Yeah,
good.
you've had a hot couple of turns.
Yeah, for me though, with 3 out of my 6 guys left, and fire at my only way to get into my ship, I was feeling like, what am I going to do? So I sent my guy who uselessly tried to help you with the facehugger situation to see if there was some sort of other alternative escape pod. And he discovered that there was an escape pod, however,
It's located in the missile bay.
we didn't see it before, which meant a long journey back across the ship.
Wait, although it's far away, at least that room's not on fire.
So it's time for some heroics for John Zena.
Miss.
So I thought, I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna run towards the escape pod as fast as I can,
And secure it for the team.
Yay! You killed it! Let's hug her down.
Oh.
In the meantime, my other Trooper Funkins, he just went on Overwatch because there was so many blips hanging out here that I couldn't risk moving him forward into danger range, and it actually served him well. Because come the alien phase, they came barreling around the corner.
Yeah, the moment they come around the corner, brap, 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 Jonkins just ices the two xenomorphs immediately.
Just great overwatching.
He's going to get revenge on that man who killed all of his friends. He's going to run up to him, not actually be able to attack him this turn, but he's ready to pounce.
Feels
those
bad.
tight corridors.
And at the same time, a blip moves up the other side of the door.
He's surrounded on both sides now. And then at the end of the turn, both the fires down the bridge end start to go out. So there's 3 blips here I've had that have been very heavily delayed by your flamers.
Yeah.
That are now starting to come forward. They're building up slightly faster than you're killing them.
Okay, so I'm kind of sweating in the middle. I'm just trying to get these objectives out of here. My guy, who's got the civilian and the egg, they are just beelining down the middle. My leader is running with them, heading towards the newly discovered evacuation pod. My droid, who just left that room, is like, uh-oh, and runs back in. I decided to put the kid in there, but want to keep him on the board so he can keep giving me command points. Jonkins is going to run away. He's going to turn and take a shot at you.
As he backs away.
Oh my god!
Jenkins just evacs. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to get people off this board. There's fire on one side and aliens on the other, and so his only real route is to just fall back.
You've got one kid off the ship already, and the other one is in the escape pod. It's
Yeah.
looking pretty good for Team Tom.
So, keeping up with the tradition, some of this fire has gone out. Ooh, it's a bit cold. I know how you said that you wanted the fire to go out here earlier, but what if there was more fire?
Just more fire.
So I'm just gonna look at these and just flame into that corridor.
So you've revealed 2 1s. Come on! Oh my god, this flamer!
Is one of them still
Very
alive?
unreliable.
Basically, every time he shoots, he fails to kill one of the
There's always
aliens.
one left.
And so that means, once again, I need your assistance to kill an alien.
Yeah, don't worry. I had a guy running by.
Come on.
Yes!
Oh my god, you guys!
Teamwork.
We had decided at this point that I was a culinary corpo.
Yeah, your sinister agendas were revealed.
We're like big food, we're all about
okay.
Really cheap, low quality food, mass marketed across the universe. And what breeds quicker than alien eggs? I'm gonna use John Cena. He's gonna scrape up the remains of the facehugger and the egg into like a shopping bag, picking it all up. And so that will cost him an action point.
Pouring it into the pod with the kid in it. He's like, ah!
And then I'm just throwing this shit, this kid strapped into the chair just screaming as you're just throwing meat at them.
And then I thought, there is also a sneaky blip hidden behind these barrels, and it's been there a while, and I'm sick of it, so I'm going to throw a grenade. What is it? It is a 0 chase!
Did you just grenade a cat?
Oh no, it's
No!
Dory escaped.
Mittens!
Roll the dice.
What?
I'm a 4+. Oh no!
More ingredients!
Jonesy just throw this half blown up dead cat on that kid as well.
And then we revealed some other aliens down there, which meant I had to put Trooper Funkins back onto Overwatch again to watch out. But Ben had learned that Trooper Funkins was pretty good with Overwatch, and so I wasn't sure whether he'd actually try it again.
I didn't fancy it. He'd proven his worth. So my blips just skirt around past the toxic waste tanks. It means they can't fight this turn, but they stay out of his line of sight and advance on John Xenos.
Yes, 3 more. But that wasn't the end of the aliens' turn. There was still one surprise.
Oh.
You now have to roll a dice.
Oh.
Yeah, how's your tummy feeling?
Tummy bad.
Tummy is bad.
Shit!
A chest burster punches out of my chest, then runs away down the corridor. My leader is just dead now. Oh heck.
So at the start of the turn, I decided to go first. I was gonna quickly grenade these 3 aliens there and try and deal with them.
Forced to kill.
Bloom.
Holy moly, it's John Xenos.
Because I cleared those so quickly, I thought I'm just gonna overwatch the area. So I put Funky's on Overwatch, I moved my second trooper up to back him up, and I put John Xeno on Overwatch, covering. There were a couple of blips behind here.
Yeah, they're all lurking behind those tanks.
So knowing that you have got this good Overwatch cordon, my guy carrying the objectives just beelines past you, kind of hunkers down next to the missile.
It's like egg civilian.
Egg and person holding their hand, just trying to get towards the escape pod is my entire dream. I am going to reload my flamethrower. What's over there?
It's 1.
And then my last command point, I'm going to flame it.
Oh, you flame him.
Felt like that was a 1 and coming.
So, because my android doesn't actually have a lot to do, decide to run back to the power grid with the intention to try and self-destruct. Because then once we leave, we'll be able to kill all the aliens.
Turned out there was a blip.
Just by here. I was hoping it was only going to be a 1.
I've got bad news for you, Tom.
Is it
That's
6?
not a regular alien. That's
Okay.
the big mother herself. So who's been fiddling with my eggs?
Oh God! We had messed around with her eggs enough that the alien queen just appears. I go to
Sticking to the plan, though.
What's he gonna do? Use bad language?
He doesn't have any combat skills. Set the self-destruct. Just completely ignored, like, that ain't my problem. Me blowing up the ship seems like the only good option right now. Seeing all of these extra aliens kind of down these corridors, the Queen, the fire had spread. Think maybe Jorkins is just gonna...
Just peace out.
He can't move up and actually shoot anyone. If he does, he'll just die. And so he gets on board the ship with his brother and the civilian, and they take off.
So it's the alien turn. The little blips around the flame are all converge. He's on borrowed time. Now the Queen does not like whatever that robot's up to. And she certainly doesn't like that he gives extra action points to the people holding the objective. So she storms in, she's got 3 action points, she moves up to him, attacks him.
On Tom. Just punches me in half.
But you know what? We've got a half-little robot man model. So there you go, half a robot can survive. Slide down the corridor, spreading that weird milky goop
Leaving
that
milk everywhere.
alien androids are full of for some reason.
Love it.
And when the next wave of aliens came spilling over this toxic vat, we
Yeah.
were not prepared at all. It was a big storm for. The first alien gets over and ripped apart your poor pistolier, who dropped the egg.
The next alien climbs over and grabs hold of the civilian, ready to drag and tie her up again. Third one climbs over, ready to attack you.
Yeah! One's dead.
Now, unfortunately, it was on you when it died, so don't roll a 1 because of all the acid.
And so the other one just charges straight into this guy, I would imagine.
Yeah, but they're not close enough to actually attack. Oh dear. My queen has one last action left, and she decides to put herself between your team and the escape. She climbs over the missile loader, and it's just final boss mode engaged.
So knowing that we're on super borrow time, can this guy, move to here, and then with his last 2 action points and 5 fuel, can he explode himself?
Space Hulk First Edition style.
Yeah, to blow up this entire area.
Oh, he takes them all out with him.
Amazing.
Hooray.
What a hero.
He did great. So now I'm down to half a team member, which is my android.
But Ben said he can still shuffle.
Can still move
Yeah,
around,
half
but
speed.
half speed.
I had a couple of choices here because I'd seen this power lifter, which you might recognise from the Alien movies. I'd caught an eye on it in the previous round.
Yeah,
And I'd said to Ben, can I get in that? And Ben was like, maybe. And I was like, So I thought, before I get in the lifter, I'm going to just chuck a grenade just to see how that goes. So I chucked the grenade.
Yeah.
Went fantastically well. It took out the first alien.
Yeah.
It took out the second alien.
Yeah.
Didn't take out the third alien. But it did take out the egg. And then it also did take out the civilian.
Also blew up the civilian who we dragged down there.
Just 2 less things to worry about, isn't it?
Knowing that the place is about to explode, I got into the lifter to try and distract the Queen, so my other trooper and Tom could slip his way into that escape pod. John Cena heroically got into the lifter. He looked great in it.
Yeah. Ba 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 ba. So the power lifter is basically the same combat power as the Alien Queen. Doesn't have quite as many actions, but hits just as hard.
And the Alien Queen had actually been looking the wrong way. So I got her in the back.
Oh, I got. So you wound her, and every time you win a round of combat with either the Queen or the power lifter, you get to throw them.
Can I chuck her into the escape pod?
There is a child in there.
I reckon the corporation would love to have one of these.
What's better than an egg? Something that makes eggs.
Oh, exactly.
Unlimited eggs.
How far do you throw? You only throw 2 inches, so yeah, that is pretty much in the escape pod. Or you hoist her up. Get in there! You have to go in with her. The only way you can hold her down is with your powerlifter hands.
Yeah.
So we decided to get another sideboard out and be like, this is the cargo hangar bay.
In the meantime, the trooper, seeing the coast is clear, rushes in behind them into the escape pod.
Yeah, tries to kill that last alien on the way, but Can't quite pull it off.
No, that's all right.
Just hops on in, and my android, with all of his extra command points, just scramble, go in there and maybe comfort the child.
Okay.
That man does not comfort children.
Everything will be fine, child. Do not panic. I feel like this was the turn where we started going quite off script on the game. But off any kind of rules you would consider would ever come up in the game.
So there we got it. The ship's about to explode, and this is where it all comes down to it. It's the alien turn. Queen gets to fight back. It's an 8! Oh, so she starts ripping in the breaking parts of your mech suit. You both have one wound left at this point. Both lost one round of combat. So
It's sudden death.
Sudden death dice off. Take this, you bitch! And he just clamps her jaw shut with his pincers.
And thank God we made it. The ship exploded behind us. The escape pod zooms away. Your ship with Jonkins and Jenkins on board.
They can hear like you guys put out your little distress beacon, and they come over to make sure that you guys all live as well, not knowing exactly what the situation is on board.
Yeah, John Xenos is just, I'm fine, just come pick me up.
Yeah, come pick me up. Don't worry, we got all the stuff off the ship that we needed.
I've got half your droid with me. You
And we're
want
like,
that back.
Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah, we'll come and pick him up.
Congratulations, guys. You both managed to win. You beat the game. You survived. Tom's got 2.5 guys left. You've got 2 guys left. That's pretty good going. Tom gets 2 victory points for the 2 civilians he saved. And that queen's got to be worth at least 3.
The things you could do with that alien queen, the amount
you've got
of
eggs for life.
Oh, amazing stuff. Ben, you did an amazing job running this as well. Like, so good. Thank you
loved
for putting
it.
this together. It was
Thank
a
you
lot
very
of fun.
much. Yeah, if you want to see all the details, all the dice rolls, and all the nonsense and extra jokes that couldn't quite make it into this tight package, please consider supporting us, becoming a member today for the extended 2-hour cut. And of course, an extra big thank you to Alex. He made the spaceship board, which is really cool. We've been looking for an excuse to use it for the last few months.
Isn't it amazing?
So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
If you want even more Alien with me and Tom, head over to Mystery Quest, where we have a new episode of the Alien RPG series dropping today. In this multi-part epic, you'll find out what happened to the crew of the ship we just blew up. I'm sure it's fine. Probably.